So I wanted to come on here today. This is a daily Heartwork session. It's my 8th one, and I just wanted to come on and start with a pretend open prayer. And the reason I say pretend is because I wholeheartedly want you guys to make these types of prayers your own. This is just an example. So you fold your hands and you say, Lord, we gather here today seeking your strength and guidance and support through the narcissistic abuse or the things that have come up into our lives, causing us to feel that we need your courage and support to face these demons that torment us, and the wisdom to discern your path that we're supposed to take for healing and for being able to make our lives stronger for you. And may your light shine upon us in this hard time, and may your love restore our broken hearts. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. So on today's daily Heartwork session, I want to confront the demons of narcissistic abuse, obviously, with what I've been through. So welcome to today's Heartwork session. Our focus today is on confronting the demons we carry through narcissistic abuse and understanding the profound impact that this abuse has on our lives. Through this session, we aim to comfort, support, and find a path to healing for those lost and broken in their such experiences, and be able to not only face them, but to be able to challenge ourselves to actually be able to put them into words, because sometimes those are the hardest things to place into words, because it's so covert, so underhanded. You just don't want to see it coming, or you don't think that just because you just wouldn't deserve it, that it wouldn't be there, type of thing. Like, you think other people have your same heart, you're in for a treat if you think that way. So first and foremost, I just wanted you guys to understand the demons of narcissistic abuse to the best of my ability. Narcissistic abuse is a pattern of manipulative and harmful behavior by which the abuser then seeks to control and manipulate you, to dominate you, to take over certain aspects of your life without your whereabouts of it. And this abuse can extend from emotional, psychological, or physical attacks. They can attack your health, they can attack your wealth, they will attack your wealth, it will attack your wealth, just by leaving you so hurt and in those deep scars, affected by every aspect of that life. And then the impact that it has on your brain is that prolonged exposure to the narcissistic abuse. I mean, normally your body is able to defend off so many things in a day. You should be able to go out there and attack your day for work and deal with all the stress and anxiety and kind of things that'll hit you and kind of make you depressed, and like the regular workplace and things like that. You're supposed to be able to significantly have enough wisdom and fortitude about yourself to be able to deal with those stressors on a natural, even playing field. Those stressors even can cause for dysregulation of your emotions, or you can experience physical symptoms, or you might request to go out and smoke more often, or what have you. It might push you to certain things that not even you yourselves are trying to do, but that the demons, or the behaviors of these demons, want for you is to push that kind of stressor into your life, and into your life in such a way that you don't know where it's coming from. And that is what makes it covert. These prolonged exposures, when you're not, your body is not meant to attack, like the people that you think have your back and you love and you hang with, and you enjoy your time with, and you love these people. The body is not meant to deal with the stressors of those normal things, plus coming home to deal with that kind of narcissistic exposure, prolonged exposure to that kind of abuse and pattern that can replicate itself into your life through demonology or just people that want to disconnect from the first hearts that they're born into, which wouldn't allow for them to dysregulate their own emotional stance to be able to do these things to the people that love them, regardless of how they feel about them. Because even if you don't like a person, you should still be cordial enough to have that kind of moral compass with those people to do the right thing for them. And the only reason that I can think of a person that would want to remove all of that altogether is for reason that is still lost in the fray. You know what I mean? This is like the truth like the patterns of your own willingness to discover what's true in your reality. Do you see what I'm saying? So anyway, these prolonged exposures can lead to significant neurological damages inside of your actual brain's function. Victims can often experience cognitive impairment, and the means of that, it's a constant stress and manipulation that disrupts your normal brain pattern and function. So then once it disrupts your normal brain patterns and function, your normal organic mind goes into recourse, and out comes this hypervigilance mode, leading you to difficulties in reasoning, difficulties in memory, and then decision making altogether can be completely askewed. And then for me, it was like I believe blackout, like completely. These things would remove you so hardcore that it would have affected your actual heart. So you black these things out in your memory so you don't remember them, so that your heart isn't affected. And then when your heart is strong enough, or when God wants you to have these pieces come back, then it's like you get flooded, and it's an emotional tie down. Like it's like it just here's you, and you're fighting all this, and they're fighting all of that, and unknowns and this, and you're lost in the fray trying to figure it all out, and you're reaching at whatever, you're just trying to figure out where the door is, where the key is, getting out of this hurt locker type of thing. Well, there goes into the emotional dysregulation. Victims suffer from heightened anxiety, depression, PTSD. The abuse can often have your amygdala, the brain's fear center, overactive, and then a weakened prefrontal cortex responsible for rational thought, making it hard to process emotions clearly, see what's actually happening into your life. And then when you do see these things, like I say, it's like you black them out. You don't want to believe them for what they are. And like, people can take that for how it is, but as far as like how hard that these things have actually affected you and actually have like cramped you, then it becomes like physical symptoms, medicational symptoms, impacts of these things. It's like it's a dark display of like where it puts you, and then it has other layers that surround it, like kind of just like the heart's work. There's a lot of things that become murky into our hearts, that the world places into our hearts from like the time we're born, and all of a sudden they're just like, we're all dysregulated by all the stuff that's out here, all this whatever, everything that's out there. And then it just creates those physical symptoms then where people have been reported shaking, the inability to articulate their natural thoughts akin to mini seizures, so on and so forth. Like, due to the intense stress of that trauma, it just kind of throws you in such hypervigilance mode that your body legit shakes and shuts down. I don't know what happened to me. It's very scary. It was very scary, and And then like going back to like where I feel like this stuff stemmed from, or where like more of it, I should say, stemmed from with the current situation I'm going through. I was put on medications and antidepressants, although can help some people, like pull them up out of a bad place to where they can not have these other symptoms worsen, or create new symptoms that worsen the damage that the beginning symptoms were just already, which was my case. It just like added these layers of like symptoms on top of symptoms that just like, okay, I'm not gonna ever be able to get this thing uncrumbled now. Oh, you know, and that's how it makes you feel. Sorry, the third part is the heart and soul's connection. This one is just how these demons are like parasites. They find a host, they latch onto their host, and then narcissistic abuse doesn't just affect the brain, it pierces the very core of our being. And like our being, our soul, like it attacks our self-worth, it attacks our own faith, our capacity to love and trust, even like in the midst of areas where we should have been able to love and trust, we're just withdrawn from now. And now it's like you feel such a, like my my own ex-friend ruined me in the fashion where like instead of my ability to get through and push that through that kind of pain, now in a regular situation where like you know, people, you know, men and women, they're usually nice to each other out there in the world, and like if they kind of even think that someone has something like this going on, or not even, like just you treat people with respect and dignity, and you just don't treat people like that ever, ever. It's so demonic. And then and just like, okay, so I'm like removing myself from the thought of it, like attacking our very core and our being. And it's so hard to explain how that connection is, but it attacks our very core of like how we can love, because and how we can organically even utilize our own emotional selves to be able to act normal in a certain situation. Like people, like, okay, so I was getting at people that are nice, but like when somebody like, and you're like really needing that somebody, and somebody smiles, gives you that kind of time of day, and instead of you being able to act on that, you it's so different. It is so different. They're not organic. You see what I'm saying? And I often have gotten and just fallen apart. You know, like I couldn't deal with it because it made me feel good, and my body couldn't take it. See what I mean? Like my actual heart, or some, I don't know how do you explain that, but you just can't take it. And so these kind of demonic entities seek to destroy us, and they do destroy us. They seek to destroy us, and then they do destroy us. I just wish that I was able to, like when I was like seeing the red flags, be able to like thwart off these things. But then you see what, like it's such a twist of emotion when it's like someone that you've entrusted that long, that's just like, you know, it's like it's supposed to be locked tight, like locked tight, I don't know, like tight. That shit's supposed to be like real, you know, solid. But you know, like I don't know how to explain that. You're not just using a wrench, you know, like a crescent wrench to get your tire on. You know, you're using a torque wrench that's got the impact drive on it to like cinch that shit up. And so with that kind of thing being cinched up, and should be cinched up, you don't see that they aren't all the way cinched up. You see what I mean? It's like somebody bleeding your brakes, or misaligning you, like leaving little loose ends here and there and everywhere, so that like you go too fast in one way or the other, and you have this problem, top of that problem, top of another problem. That's just a domino rally effect on somebody's car because, oh, you allowed so and so to mess with your car. They told you it's nice and nice and tidy. Lo and behold, they're like, who knows? You know what I mean? Just who knows? But it's just, I just want to say that these demons seek to destroy us. They can't touch the eternal light that shines upon within us through the anointing power and grace of our loving Father. Through faith and prayer, I believe we can wholeheartedly reclaim and restore our true selves. And though there's pieces of us and parts of us that have been persecuted and put down to those levels that should have been locked up nice and tight, that weren't, just believe that God can bring results into your life. Because I don't know how sometimes I got through some things that I've gotten through. I don't know how it just, all the answers that came to me were of God, and they brought me to strengthen my faith in the Lord. And so I highly advise people to strengthen their faith in the Lord. Don't put this faith in man and the things that are of man. Because look, what conflict has money solved? Which war? Which war has anything that's man-made in that way done any good for any of us? It hasn't. So lastly, and I just have to get on with this message because I get too caught up in my emotions, but this is the message that I feel for those who have been targeted and persecuted for His holy name's sake. So if you're receiving this message today, it significantly signifies that a special connection or bond that you have with your own angels, with your own messengers who are either here or in the heavens already, who have that kind of important message for you. And that important message for you is that there is someone in your life. There is someone burdened by these kind of secrets, these well-guarded, affected areas that fills them with such profound shame and guilt, that these are demons. I want you to know these things. These are demons that have taken over the vessel that is supposed to be of light, not of dark. So the secret that's related to a scheme, this specific secret is related to a scheme that has affected your financial life, your romantic life, and the ability for you to thrive in an abundant way. And so with these things that are holding those down in your life that you don't know about, has stripped them of self. And as you embrace that self-love and you choose to stand up for yourself, certain individuals or group of people, or it's just become so large and malicious in their efforts to undermine your progress that you've taken upon with your own self, that they have to then work fortunately in their own spiritually and ethical standpoints. You see what I'm saying? I just want you to know that within your prayers and your heart's value, you are physically and spiritually protected, because there is bystanders who fail to alert you in the time's notice. There is bystanders who have otherwise been able to unfold these kinds of malicious intentions for you, but instead decided not to. There has been people in your life that have been in direct assault then on your character in an attempt to diminish your own self-worth, your own confidence, and who have pursued your life's path in that kind of way to diminish you of your self-confidence and diminish you of your independence. Because look, the second you become independent, and then all of that flooding that starts happening inside of your life is for a reason, and you're supposed to be able to run with it. And I often have withdrawn. I have often been like many others have been, spiritually and ethically profound feelings telling you to move and you don't move. When there's malicious design and intent in your life, maybe it has something to do with it. I have no idea. But I've always wanted to lift people up and help people out and to do better for other people. So then when I'm like in that kind of way, and I'm honestly thinking about my next steps in my life, my love life and things like that, and those kinds of things just fucking annihilate you. So it's essential to recognize every person carries both good and evil within them. And you have to make sure that when you're going around and talking to people, that you're talking to the good in them. You're not talking to the evil within them. Do you see what I mean? Because evil begets that evil, and then you're like if you're like that, you're just pulling up the evil out of others, and then it's like, oh, what's good? What good can come out of that? Let's just okay. Not like everyone's spirit isn't tainted by the world a little bit. Let's just go around and annihilate people's feelings, shall we? And then our own akin, let's just go and fuck them up in the worst ways possible. Covertly, it means to destroy them completely, target them in ways that no one will ever connect. No one will ever connect to us at all. So I just want people to recognize the evils that can both be carried through them or around them with individuals that choose harmful actions in that kind of way, because these are the demons that are hard play at work in this world. And so with the social circles and the friendships that we're all part of, something significant occurred. You were victimized, you were traumatized, even if you were unaware of it at the time. These were the things that happened to you, and they were just flipped on you and flipped on you and flipped on you, in the sense that something you knew about was completely amiss in this world. People kept flipping these cards of more trauma fucking shit, and victimizing you and putting you through hell. They just kept flipping these cards around you as though something wasn't just completely amiss in the world in the ways of them. You see what I mean? And that you were unfairly targeted, you were persecuted, you were put down, you were shoved down, made fun of, teased, ridiculed, whatever. And then the discussions of these lawsuits and reports circulated, and so everyone saw you as a powerful individual with this indomitable spirit, exacerbated by the inner struggles that's been set upon you, or however they wanted to push upon it. So that made them even that much more affected by what you're trying to do. And so they had to put you down in the worst of ways. They had to target you and malign you now in ways that was like, you are going to be down and out no matter what. And if they can get it off on you, they're gonna put anything on you to get you on whatever they have to get you on, to swell up your tongue in the middle of the night to where your eyeballs pop out of your head and you're done for. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm using this as an example, but I'm just saying that in the discussion of what these kind of targeted behaviors can do from these kind of narcissistic ass demons, your spirit is strong. Your spirit has been anointed by the most unbreakable spirit in the ancient of all wisdom, the Holy One. You are not solely of this world, yet you are part of it. But no one has the right to attempt to destroy you for trying to be self-empowered, for trying to be independent, for trying to bring about your own enlightenment that has been muddied up, pushed through that mud, flipped all them fucking cards on you. Go ahead, try to play poker face. We got the whole game rigged on you, motherfucker. We're trying to fucking fuck you up left and fucking right. Oh, here's the card dealer flipping cards. Oh, make sure that this deck is tricked. And this motherfucker walks in. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just talking in a way. You know, I don't gamble. I'm just saying that these people flip these cards on you and they're left to leave you victimized and traumatized for his holy name's sake. And then or not like for his holy name's sake, but they're not forgetting about the prayers that you have for his holy name's sake. You know, these things are meant to be in private, and they are private. I don't care what I bring about here. Like, as far as the Bible says, it's you're meant to close your doors and turn off your light, or have a dim light, and say your prayers at the end of your bed, alone with God, not surrounded by a bunch of people. That's what's in the King James Version of the Bible. And as far as an indomitable spirit as it goes, I mean, it's now served as a catalyst for these kinds of things to happen in my life, to be able to even speak these things, be able to even come out here and say these things. When these people choose to attack and hinder your progress instead of being there to support it, the moment you reclaim your power is the moment they become your adversary. Every time, every single time, even though you're never their enemy, you just simply say, dude, who the fuck are you? You reclaim your power, they flip that card on you, and all of a sudden, you are never your friend. You are just out of your damn mind. So as a friend, as a soul sibling that's meant to do things in the world for the better, you are sent to alter their destinies in that kind of way, serving as a bridge and a portal for their higher selves. You're a chain linker for Christ. You are linking up chains. You are taking these demons out one way or another. That's an insurmountable kind of love. That's the kind of love that these people can't give. That's the kind of love that these people can't flip on you. That's the kind of love that God is going to protect you in the end of days, because bombs can come and drop. We will come out unscathed, so long as God wants you still to be here. And that's a profound message too. When God wants you, God will take you. But until God wants to take you, you are here. They can't give you a life expectancy. They can't give you life expectancy. While you cannot save anyone directly, you do have higher powers at play when it comes to the Lord, how the Lord, I believe, wants to play in this social arrangement of social friendships and circles in a divine way. A true blessing, to bring true blessings out to people instead of flipping these cards on them. Okay, turn it around and 10x it and flip this other card on them. You see what I'm saying? Poker face ain't nothing then. Your presence in this social friendship circle was nothing short of divine, a blessing that was built into their lives to become stronger personalities and be interpreted as that, as a direct approach to their character. But instead of being a direct approach to their character in that kind of fashion, it was a direct assault to their reality that they are trying to catalyze profoundly to transform and create. You're a guide in an idealistic humanitarian world, and you're a catalyst for change. You're linking up these hearts, these demons, in chains, in a prayer value. This is what Heartwerk does. It removes these things, not only from the now and the current, but for the future and from your past. You're removing all of them. And I'm not saying this in a way of being like hurtful. It's just been heavy. It's been a heavy mission upon my heart for the Lord to be able to feel, for me to be able to feel like even that the Lord wants to work within me in this kind of way. It'll get my heart, my own mission in my body type of thing shaken. Oh, no idea. None. You have no idea. I don't think that people are prepared for this heavy of a transformation, but I'm here to bring it. You became the subject of, and others, these chain linkers out here, these creative artists, these producers, these whoever that are out here, you know who you are, and you become a chosen one, and you become impacted by that power. That power that these demons want to take up and shake you out of the Lord, to shake you out of being who God ordained for you to be. So looking ahead, there will come a time in the not too distant future when people will face even greater challenges than these, and you aspire to be a part of the reset, to join the team that's helping those emerge from those troubling times and recover from the losses that they've endured, recover from the drugs and abuses and this and the that these people wanted to put over on you into your lives. And you want to heal, and you want to guide these individuals and help them realize their full potential. But how do you take a bent over person that's just riddled? These are human fucking beings too. And so all of a sudden charity doesn't work? In the ridicule of your own charities that are out here then, what are you doing? What are you doing? And for some of these foundations, where do you even find anything good that they do? So remember this, when you leave this session, I want you to realize this, that if you're put in these profound situations, you are worth way more than the challenges and the hardships that you faced. Your worth is immeasurable, and your potential is limitless. Cast aside these old patterns and step into the future of the beacon and the light that is trying to be within you. You alone with the Lord is better than you alone without the Lord with one other. You with the Lord plus you with the Lord with that other person, and the Lord being with that other person, and that kind of catalyst movement being on a mission for change, that's the only thing I believe that is keeping the whole world together. The whole world. Cast aside these old patterns and step into that light. Be that light. Have faith in your inner strength and the guidance of your higher selves to put you in a position of power to transform lives while instilling the path within yourself and continuing the path within yourself to still yet take on the self-transformations that you yourself need. Because once those things become unwoven, so to speak, by these people that want to flip these cards on you. And yeah, you should have been smart enough to see it, but in hindsight, sometimes your love is just too determined. You know, maybe you're impatient and you want a wife, or maybe you're impatient and you just want whatever you want, you know, tea surrounded by loved ones with a fire going, or what have you. It's not all these extraordinary things that are going to make you happy. It's the most simplest things that are going to make you the happiest. So let these things transpire in your world to a more brighter, fulfilling path that you're destined to do great things, because you were destined to do great things. Pick up that bass guitar, pick up that old habit, or not habit, pick up that old dream of yours. And don't set it down. Prepare yourselves for that kind of transformation. Stay vigilant in the name of Jesus Christ, and be ready for the day is coming. Thank the mighty name of Jesus Christ that He is coming, that He does come soon, that we have faith that it's going to happen very soon with given times that we're living in. But and then I'm going to go into Bible verses, and I'm going to go into a closing message. So the Bible verses for strength and healing, Matthew 11:28, come unto me, all the ye labor that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest, which you will. Even like in 2 hours I've gotten better rest than like sleeping all night, just because I felt like that was the Lord giving me rest. Isaiah 41:10, fear thou not, for I am with thee, and be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with my right hand of my righteousness. And then the third one here, John 14:27, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Not let your heart be troubled, neither be afraid. Neither let it be afraid, it says actually. Sorry, I got that wrong. And then the last one I'm going to read is Philippians 4:7. And I know I've repeated these things in other works, but I do this for a reason too, because I believe these ones are really good ones that have helped me. So, and the peace of God which passeth which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Jesus Christ. I've legit asked, like, I've had memories, and I just felt like I was gonna forget them as fast as I remembered them. And I was like working. I'd be like out, like, just falling up on myself, like working so tirelessly out there, and like the heat all day long. And anyway, just to get myself back. And through that struggle, though, it was like I'd be like, I just need water, and if I don't get to just water, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm just like, everything's sweated out of me. I need water. Anyway, you highly have these like moments where it's just like, oh my gosh, you get flooded with those kind of emotions, and in a really kind of dark way. The whole shall keep your hearts and minds through Jesus Christ. I'd be asking, knowing that God does, but I'd also be asking, Lord, preserve this somehow, lock it in, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna end with closing prayer, and then my final thought is just we'll close in. Fold your hands and bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your boundless love and mercy. We ask for your healing touch to mend our broken hearts and minds, and give us the strength to face our demons and the faith to trust in your plan for our lives. May we find peace in your presence and hope in your promises. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. My final thought is that remember that no matter how deep the scars of narcissistic abuse run, they do not define you. You are a child of God, created in His image, and nothing can separate you from His love. Stay strong, keep the faith, and let the light of Christ guide you into a place of healing and peace. I know it's hard. I know it's rough with what you've been through, but you're nothing like these people had ever anticipated you being. And so they don't want Heartwerk to be coming to light. You know what I'm saying? They cling to these demons. So like, this Heartwerk session is specifically designed to combat those demons of narcissistic abuse. And so with them not wanting a Heartwerk session, I also wanted to create a Heartwerk session for them, so that even they, if they want to, can realize the things that they're flipping on you all the time, and just how they're not going to work because of how much they are actually doing to you, that they are not realizing that they're flipping on to God as well. And these in rebuttal are basically like, hey thanks but no thanks, 10x it, Lord. Hey, thanks but no thanks, 10x it, Lord. You know, and like the resolve, the resolve, the being resolute, the having a resolution for the ways that people are. It's really hard not to say F-U-G. You know what I'm saying? It's hard not to say just straight up. But fix your fucking heart, G. Fix your motherfucking heart. Look, it's just plain and simple, G. You fix your heart, and you have to go to work hard on your heart. And I don't care where you do it from. For all I care, you're in fucking jail for where you went to in my life. The reason I'm asking you to fix your motherfucking heart is because people given the certain parameters and the certain detriment that you put me under through, I think, hacking, maligning me to destroy me, utilizing my girl. And you know what? These demons are all the fucking same. And let me explain that to you. Because, look, when I had that roommate, I asked him, just stay out of my stuff. You know, I won't ever go into your wallet. You know what I mean? So be a trustworthy guy. and be a forthright guy, and we'll get along just fine. Oh, it wasn't very long after that. He's already going through my stuff, keeping his girl back at home when I have planned to have my girl come over. And like immediately after, like the signatory of reason, even before she had reached out to me, he says to me, like I'm jealous of you. I want what you have. I'm jealous of you and I want what you have. Okay. The fuck out of here, G. So there's a bunch of motherfuckers out here that need to do Heartwerk because they highly have no anticipation of ever holding themselves up to that kind of standard that would like level people up to like be able to not deal with this kind of thing. Like ultimately it's just like I said, G. You should have just left me alone in my love for anybody. Maybe I highly wouldn't have even met her in the recent. But see, with where I think you went to, wasn't only a move on that part, but like around that area where I feel you guys were skirting off around, was highly the same area, I bet, wasn't it? As my ex-girls. These demons work the same way, is all I'm trying to say. And you think that no one's gonna fucking see your stupidity? I mean, legit, you guys are idiots to think that you can get away running around with all your demons forever, as if it's never gonna do anything to you at all. But here's just the thing of that is I want to know the truth of why you would even think of doing this to me, G. I want to know why. I want to know why you think that you could even get away with doing this to me, G. Because without me doing Heartwerk, I think you and a lot of other people out here know what happens to people that are placed in these kind of way. And just go fix your heart, okay? That's all I'm going to leave it at. You highly have heart work to do, inner work to do, channeling work to do, soil work to do, all of it. I loved you. I loved you a lot. And this is how you could treat me. Just who are you? So what did you do to me, man? I mean, if you ask me, I think we're all pretty lucky here right now. But I don't know. The future is either you're going to be super unlucky and you're going to really hate yourself for doing what you're doing, or you're going to sincerely do something. Because you did this to me, dude. And you're not going to get away with it. And you're not going to like, oh, placate. He's crazy and he doesn't know what he's talking about. Me. I want to move. I got to move to Florida if I could. I'm going to act like a bunny rabbit all of a sudden in my own friend's life. And all over his love life. Gee. I'm sorry, dude. That's fucking sick shit. And you need to fucking go to work on yourself. And I don't care where you do that work from if you don't fucking do something. Like who in their right mind actually thinks that they're going to get away with that kind of thing? Who? I'm not just talking about the recent bitch. I'm talking about you doing what you did to a neighbor girl of mine. I'm talking about what you've done before that. I'm talking about what you did to a 9-year relationship of mine. That was the biggest wreck of my entire life. Right there. It's hot. And how you two did this wordplay and placation. I didn't understand all of this shit until doing the behavior analysis with my last relationship before this, and then this is how you move just now. Dude, go to fucking Heartwerk for yourself. For real. I mean, this fist should be literally, like, in your face. I'm not threatening you. I'm not threatening you at all, G. And you can take anything I do out here as a fucking threat, because you want to know what, dude? You fucking threatened my entire fucking life just now, you fucking motherfucker. G. Thank you very much. Fuck off. It's so hard not saying that, because that's what I want to fucking say, is fuck you, G. I don't know what the answer is, but I'd wholeheartedly like to know what the legal standpoint is on this kind of fucking behavior, because if you ask me, this guy's been hijacking me, maligning me, fucking whatever, dude. Either way, with what he's done to me in the past and what he's done to me just now, it's absolutely illegal. Maligning me and utilizing my information in ways that is just completely unwanted. In unprecedented fucking ways. Like, total pretentious engineer of wordplay and fucking classic fucking bullshit ass covert narcissistic abuse meant to, like, legit kill me. I know what the truth is. I don't care how this world sides with whatever the truth is that's out there, because I know what the truth is in this, and you're a fucking cage ass bitch, and the only way you could actually fucking run off like that and do what you're doing is to actually be that cage. You are that fucking cage. And I'm saying you are that cage as it goes that fucking low, dude. Like, I didn't even know I could even dig that fucking low, dude. Where you just fucking went. Fix your motherfucking heart.